Yeah.
Sorry, are you busy?
What's it look like? Of course I'm busy.
Is that the forensics on the Mason Radcliffe murder?
Yeah.
And?
And if there's been any developments, I'll let you know like everybody else. Now, what do you want?
There's someone outside who wants to speak to you.
Well, just tell them I'm busy.
They've got information about the stabbing.
Then why didn't you say so?
Oh.
What's what you saw? It's been ages.
I had some stuff to sort out.
Right, well, did you get that money sorted?
Now listen, Dylan.
Hands behind your back.
I've explained that it was Mason's brothers and not you. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Dylan Wilson, I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder. You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later align in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
What have you done?
I'm so sorry, I didn't... What?
See how bad this looks, can't you? He was at the scene of the incident. He was carrying a knife. A knife that has now been established as the one that was used to kill Mason Radcliffe.
I've already told you I admitted it with my knife, but it weren't me who did it.
We'll get to that in a minute, Dylan. What I'm interested in is why you didn't come forward in the first place. Why we had to learn all this from your dad.
Because I was scared what might happen. Why do you think I carried a knife in the first place? Why do you think I carried a knife yesterday?
Because you were scared.
Yeah.
Scared of who, Mason?
What? No, his brothers and what they might do to him.
So was he a mate of yours, then?
Mason? Not at first, no, but... yeah. Suppose it were.
But you gave evidence against him at his trial.
Yeah, but that was different. We didn't get on back then. That was before we'd sorted everything out.
Maybe it's just me. But if someone I knew grasped me up and got me sent down, I wouldn't want to be the mate. I'd be angry. I want to get my own back, maybe even want to hurt them. Is that what happened? Did Mason come after you and you pulled out a knife to defend yourself?
It wasn't like that. Why aren't you listening to what I'm saying? I've told you it was his brothers that killed him, not me.
So what you told me earlier, you were with Mason when his brothers suddenly turned up?
Yeah. Then Mason jumped off the balcony and he started running. His brothers chased after him.
Towards the ginnel?
Yeah. I followed him to see if he was all right, but they'd cornered him. They were just laying into him. That's when I brought out the knife.
And you say you only pulled out a knife to try and scare them off?
Yeah. But then Logan grabbed it off me and he was the last one holding it, as far as I know.
Remind me again what happened next.
I panicked. I started running. I thought Mason was behind me, but when I checked, he wasn't there. It was only later that I found out what had happened to him. That his brothers had stabbed him.
Right. But when you realised that Mason wasn't following you, you just left him there. Why didn't you go back and check if he was all right? I mean, he was lying there on the ground, bleeding to death.
I told you I didn't know what happened until later. I tried to call him, but I didn't know. It wasn't my fault.
Look, can we take a break or something? You can see he's upset. His friend's just died. He's probably in shock.
I'd like to request that we pause the interview until my client's up to answering more questions.
Fine. Take all the time you need. Interview suspended at 16:32.
Dylan, it's going to be all right. Everything is going to be okay. Look, can I ask how much longer we're going to be? Because we've been here forever, and my son has been through quite a lot, and he's answered all of your questions over and over again. I mean, what more could you possibly need to know?
Oh, it's all right. I think we're pretty much done here. For now, anyway.
So I mean, I can go home.
Oh, once we've sorted out your conditions of your bail, yeah, you're free to go.
What, bail? What do you mean bail? Why would he need that?
Well, your son's still a suspect in a murder inquiry. And even if he's telling the truth and it's proven that he wasn't directly involved in Mason Radcliffe's death, He was still at a crime scene carrying a bladed article.
So that's it then. Whatever happens here, I'm getting sent down for this, aren't I? Aren't I?